On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, Chandler Guo explains how Bitcoin can reach a $10,000 price, and Ethereum sets a date for its fourth blockchain hard fork. TunnelBear is the simple VPN app that makes it easy to browse the web privately and enjoy a more open and secure internet experience. Try TunnelBear for free by checking out the link in the video description below. Hi there guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchains. I am your host, Chris Coney. So let's get into today's news. The first of two stories today comes from the Cointelegraph. Cointelegraph.com, the future of money. This article is entitled, Bitcoin can reach $10,000 or even $1 million, Chandler Guo explains. Now let's see what this has got to say for itself. It begins by saying, one of the largest Bitcoin miners in China has suggested that the price of Bitcoin could reach $10,000 or even as high as $1 million. Now, I don't think this is a flippant comment because this is exactly what Chandler was saying when he spoke on a panel discussion at the Blockchain Money Conference in London like just a week or so ago. Now, he actually made everyone laugh when he said this on the panel. He basically said, he was like, Bitcoin at $700? This is too cheap. So I think part of that humor was that because he runs a Bitcoin mining operation, so of course he would say that, but you know, that doesn't mean he's purely doing it for his own business gains. Moving on to the orange bit here, there's a heading that's entitled, Everyone Just Needs to Buy One Bitcoin. It says the angel investor in Bitcoin and Ethereum startups believes that a lot of people don't exactly understand why they should be involved with Bitcoin, as they perceive it to be expensive. However, Bitcoin is a great investment, and in the long run, its value is only going to appreciate. Now, two things there. People perceive Bitcoin to be expensive because the only thing they know about it is that a Bitcoin is worth $700. No one has told them that you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of one. So the second reason given here is that we should invest in Bitcoin because its value is only going to appreciate in the long run. Now, of course, if someone believed that, then they would already have invested in it, wouldn't they? The problem is that people don't understand why Bitcoin is going to appreciate in value, which is why they ask more fundamental questions about how it works, what's a blockchain, etc. You know, if you don't know some of the details about why and what are the forces powering Bitcoin's appreciation, you'd be a fool to invest in it, right? Invest in it rather. But that's exactly why I made the Digital Money Revolution course. That's what it's for. Now here's a quote from Chandler Guo in the yellow/gold color that I've highlighted. It says, quote, it's the first level. Go to $10,000, then to $1 million. Everyone just needs to buy one Bitcoin. And everyone in the Bitcoin community should build applications on Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic, not on Ethereum. I think there is too much control exercised by the Ethereum Foundation. I like it decentralized. I think these two will become very great in the future. Everyone should just think about how to build their applications on these two platforms. You know, he might have a point there. Between Bitcoin and Ethereum, you could duplicate the functionality of almost every other cryptocurrency. Now, that's never going to happen because I don't think it should either. The cryptocurrency space is like one big anarchy experiment that is right now anyway, and I hope it stays that way. And with regards to his comment about Ethereum, that's the topic of our next story. So for our second article today, we're going to turn to CoinDesk. Coindesk.com. This article is entitled Ethereum Sets Date for Fourth Blockchain Hard Fork. So this article says, Ethereum's developers have unveiled new details about a technical fork aimed at resolving lingering network issues. I personally go back and forth on Ethereum. I think me kind of going for and against Ethereum is a good thing because I'm not stuck in one point of view. I'm flexible enough to take in new information and perspectives the more I learn. So in this case, I'm thinking about how I'd see Ethereum if it were just a regular software project. If Ethereum were a regular software project, releasing patches and software updates wouldn't cause anywhere near as much controversy. It's only because Ethereum is a blockchain project, and because every Ethereum token holder is a stakeholder, that causes so much drama. So then the article continues by saying, officially merged into the code of the most popular Ethereum client, the new rules will trigger at block number 2,675,000, which is likely to occur sometime around Tuesday of next week. So no doubt there will be some more news on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week that we can report on, that's letting us know how it went. Now moving on still, the article says the update will erase empty accounts that unknown attackers have used to bloat the Ethereum blockchain by way of a hard fork, a process generally seen as a dangerous way of upgrading the software. In brackets, all miners will need to upgrade to the new software on the network. Then further down it says the Ethereum network has already had 4 hard forks, the second of which would emerge as the most controversial, altering Ethereum's transaction history and splitting the network into 2. Which is what people mean when they say that hard forks are potentially dangerous. If everyone is running the same version of the Ethereum software, well, we're in a situation where there's consensus, right? So that means not only is the network in consensus, all of the human beings running the mining operations are happy with the rules on the network. Pretty cool. But a hard fork is where a new version of the software is released that proposes to change the rules on the network. And the reason there's a risk there is because those human miners each have to decide whether they agree with those new rules or not. So, like I said, consensus on the network itself is guaranteed by the consensus algorithm, which on Ethereum's proof of work, right? But when it comes to gaining consensus among human beings, that's not a problem we've solved yet. And I personally don't think it's something we should solve, because it would require trampling on people's free will. See, that's problematic in this situation because, as we saw with Ethereum, if a group of people reject the new rules imposed by a particular software release, you end up in the situation in Ethereum where we have a classic version and a core version. And that explains why the Bitcoin network has been moving so slowly to make fundamental changes. Because many people are afraid that the same thing will happen to Bitcoin, is that it will split and we'll end up with 2 Bitcoins. And when it happened to Ethereum, you couldn't deny that it was a possibility anymore because we actually saw it happen. So thanks for joining me today, guys. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. Leave me a comment below with some feedback and get subscribed. Or even consider supporting me by going to cryptoversity.com/podcast and sending me a Bitcoin tip to the address on that page. If you would like to support me without actually spending any money, then click on the Steam It logo. Go to the Steam network, vote for this episode. That will get me some cryptocurrency without you having to spend a penny. If you would like something physical, then head over to the Cryptoversity store, where you would be able to buy yourself a t-shirt with the Cryptoversity branding on it. That kind of thing helps me out a lot. Or if you would like more structured information on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains, head over to the courses section and buy yourself an online course. That's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.